What's up, everyone? It's Nick Atkin here. Just finished One Friday Fights 58, Lumpini Stadium. CEO, Chairman Chatri Sityodtong. I just want to get your overall thoughts on the show. How do you feel it went?
It's the best of the best. When you see One Friday Fights at Lumpini, it's truly the greatest striking in the world, the highest levels. And you saw it tonight. Some fights were just electrifying, and yet some fights didn't have that KO action. But as you could see, it was literally artistry at the highest levels. Like Nong O, the way he dismantled Kulap Dam was literally, truly, a masterpiece of striking.
A few people on social media, as always, saying a little bit of contentious decision in the main event. What do you think? Do they have a point that Murat Grigorian maybe could have got the nod over Superbon?
Oh, no. I don't think so at all. I mean, Murat only threw punches. If I was Murat's corner, I'd be like, bro, we're in a kickboxing fight. You're not in a boxing fight, But I agree to some extent that Superbon's gas was gone, his gas tank, and Murat's gas tank was still there. But I don't think it was contentious at all. People thought it was contentious?
Some people were saying, 3 rounds for Murat, 2 for Superbon.
No, I had it clearly for Superbon. I think I was 4-1. Yeah.
Okay, well, I agree with you. I think you already told James. Just could you run me through what happened with John DeBella a little bit? I know he missed the hydration and then he went to hospital. I was talking to his dad as well. His dad said he was very sick. What was your take on it? Yeah,
same thing. He missed hydration by a hair, but suddenly he fell ill and was nauseous and dizzy, and then so he went to the hospital, got an IV, and then went back again this morning because he was still feeling dizzy and nauseous. So he just couldn't fight, But obviously, it's unfortunate. He lost his belt by missing hydration. That's obviously, not a good situation and should be unacceptable for a world champion like Jonathan. I think I'd like to do the fight, Prachancha and Jonathan again, probably next month, in a few weeks.
That'd be good. And do you think Zhang Peimian also put himself back in the mix after that performance?
Definitely.
Good win over Alif.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know how Zhang Peimian stood. He got kicked in the head multiple times. He got kneed when coming on the in. It was crazy. ZPM has a big heart. Very tough guy. Of course, he's a very talented fighter. I still believe that Zhang Peimian can be a world champion in the future. He has all the right elements. He's fast, athletic, but tonight he showed a different side. He showed that he can take damage and still, his heart is 100%.
A couple other talking points from tonight. You gave a contract to Contorni. How do you think he's been doing?
Phenomenal. That was an example of Muay Thai or striking. It doesn't matter what discipline, actually, striking at the highest levels in the world. If you run that back in slow-mo, you'll see that it's microseconds, micro angles, micro, footwork. That was how he was able to win the fight. It's just incredible feints, incredible timing and distance management. Just shocking. Yeah. So usually we'll give a contract out if for one Lumpini if you knock the guy out. But this performance was so amazing.
And you're also happy with the performance of Shadow. Double bonus for him. Great fight, wasn't it? Knockdowns to both sides.
My God, you have to give it to both fighters because I think Shadow got rocked early, and then it was just back and forth, and then double head kick I think is what took him out finally, right?
It's good stuff. And Seksan, first loss for him on Friday fights. Bit of a shock. 8-fight win streak, I think, snapped. I wasn't expecting it. But
no, father time catches up with everybody. Seksan is 35, almost 400 fights. It was bound to happen at some point where you could just see. I just saw that his form was just a little bit lower than usual. His speed, his balance was pretty bad. At the same time, you got to give it to Utari, right? He's a great striker. He was moving at angles, and he really was put on a masterful performance. So nothing to take away from it. But every dog has its day, and at the same time, the young lion versus the old lion story is all, it's an age-old story, right?
Is that going to ruin the potential Liam Harrison-Seksan fight, or can we still see it?
No, I think, from my understanding, from my team, Liam doesn't want to fight any tough guys anymore. He wants to fight just legends. So I think that's very doable. And Not to say that Seksan is not a tough guy, but I'm saying, legend versus legend is what Liam is thinking. That's from my understanding, from my team, as opposed to fighting a Hagerty or Nico or something like that.
Yeah, and quickly just looking ahead, Japan, you seem to suggest in the live Q&A yesterday, you're looking at Rodtang versus Takeru in September for that.
Yeah, I'd like to make that. We haven't formally announced 169 yet, but that will be in Japan. 167 is Bangkok, 168 is Denver, 169 is Tokyo, 170 is Atlanta, and then there's a couple more that we're trying to do. Full schedule. So yeah, it's not 100% because Takeru's still injured, but he's starting to train harder. He can't kick yet because his knee's still jacked. But I want to make that fight. That's obviously a huge fight in Japan.
What's going on with fight nights, number of events? They seem to be swapping around. Is there a new strategy naming things, or is it just scheduling?
No. Obviously, the number of events represents our highest product. And last year, because we were invited by the Thai government to come here and revive Muay Thai and restore it, I really want to make sure that we had the world's greatest striking product. And now we have a firm foundation. The team in Thailand's done a phenomenal job. And I feel like, okay, that was one chapter, and we continue that chapter, but now we go back to our roots, which is the home of martial arts, the very best of MMA, the very best of kickboxing, the very best of Muay Thai, the very best of grappling, the home of martial arts, the very best martial arts on the planet, world championship martial artist, and shining the spotlight. But again, last year we really over-indexed on Muay Thai because I wanted to make sure I did a good job for Thailand, and I've obviously been doing Muay Thai my whole life, so it was very, very deeply personal. Obviously, I'm Thai, and I love Muay Thai.
And just on that theme of Rodtang quickly, he's going to be fighting, you say, in Japan. Do you not want him on one of those American cards? We saw the amazing reaction you had.
No.
You've got Superlek and Hagerty.
Of course I do, but we were saving Rodtang, quite frankly, for Japan because he was supposed to fight in Japan last time. So there's a lot of buzz around him versus Takeru. So we thought that would blow out Japan. And we thought, okay, what else what's the big fight people want to watch? People definitely want to watch Hagerty versus Superlek. They also want to watch Hagerty versus Rodtang. But people, we're on in the same month, we're on opposite sides of the world, right? So we said, look, where do we put the fight and where? And so, of course, I think Rodtang will then fight in America in November in Atlanta.
Wow. But yeah, Superlek Hagerty going to be a banger in Denver, right?
Yeah, that's going to be a crazy fight, a great fight.
Yeah,
and the world's best strikers are coming back to America, and that's why we did. We wanted people to showcase Hagerty versus Superlek, so people truly in America understand what is elite striking all about.
Got an early prediction?
I think that Jonathan is very big now. He's filled out a lot. He had a very hard time making flyweight. He's very, very strong. He hits very hard. His confidence all-time high. Of course, he's a very technical fighter who is able to move very, very slick. I think, though, that Superlek is going to have the speed advantage and the power advantage. So Jonathan has to be very crafty. I think it's going to be a 50-50 fight. I mean, it's very hard to tell. It depends. Like some days I wake up and I think, oh, Superlek is going to win, and some days I think Hagerty is going to win.
All right.
Yeah.
Take enough of your time. Thank you, Chatri. I appreciate it, and we'll see you again soon. I imagine next month. Yeah, appreciate it.
Thanks, bro. Thank you.